don't think we have any more plays left on the call sheet. So we got a bunch of different scenarios. I can't say enough about the resilience of this group. First and foremost, let me give credit to the Atlanta Falcons, who just came out and had an amazing first half, and our defense was able to settle down, in the second half. And offensively, we had a couple of possessions, early on that got away from us, but settled down and made the plays happen when we needed them to, and we needed all the downs. We needed third down, fourth down, all of it to get it done. But I'm just really proud of the resilience of the group to just refocus, go to the next drive, keep playing. You never know, all the way to overtime. So really proud.
Dave.
Yeah. Oh, just, he was dealing with some stuff. It was the ankle flared up a couple times, and he was able to, they checked it out and they made sure that everything was, structurally fine. And at that point it was just a pain tolerance thing, and he gutted it out, and he wanted to do that for his teammates. And I'm just really proud of the way that he stepped in there and made the plays when we needed him to.
Dave, you've heard from us all week about the vertical passing game. You had 7 completions of over 20 yards, 9 different receivers caught passes. What went into this game plan that you think helped you kind of switch things up from what you had previously?
It really is about the guys and the work that they've been putting in. And I think I've mentioned before, I'm seeing the improvement in practice. I'm seeing the chemistry happen. And for whatever reason, that hasn't showed up in the game. And today we found great rhythm. And it's not always pretty. And there were some dirty pockets, but the offensive line, did an admirable job of giving Bryce time and Bryce Spot a little bit of time to find guys down the field. And it just takes a couple of plays, and the guys feel the juice and the confidence to continue to go. We had a couple of misstops in the red zone as well. I thought, T-Mac had one in the back of the end zone. Xavier had another one. He's open in the back half. We got an uncovered guy, and A.J. Terrell makes a great play and jumps up out of position to knock it down. And so there's still a lot of things that we got to clean up. But at the end of the day, it's about making plays. And that's something that, talking to the guys, like, I'm not always going to call a perfect play. But at the end of the day, the ball gets snapped. There's 5 eligibles most of the time. Find a completion, find a win, and the guys found wins in different ways.
Dave, after that really big first half by the Falcons, you guys kind of really shut them out, except for that field goal at the end of regulation. You talked about the defense settling down. Can you talk about some of the adjustments that you guys made at halftime, or that you saw ever make at halftime?
Yeah, well, simply put, it was tackling, in the first half, and Bijan really just went off. And we had guys in position, and he made us miss a couple of times, and that's where we have to have the full group rallying to the ball, so that if someone does miss, someone's there to pick it up. And he picked up a bunch of extra yards that way. Playing the little details, all those things, were talked about at the half, and that really wasn't the full story. It was really just about the guys, getting in position and getting the guy down.
Dave, in this room last year, Bryce had a big game, and you said he's our guy. What do you say about him after today? He goes for 448 yards. It's a franchise record. What your thoughts on him and him as a leader of this team?
To me, it's just my expectation for Bryce to take every game plan and every opportunity and attack it. And he's been doing that. Today was a day about the whole group. It was about all the guys, the time on task, the side conversations in practices, working together in between drives, and really just making it come alive, and finding the completions where they were, and extending the play when he needed to. And I'm just proud of the way that he just pushed through for his teammates, and it just speaks volumes to, the type of leader that he's continuing to grow into, and, to be able to be available for his guys, and find a bunch of different guys in different situations.
Did he say anything in particular to you about his physical condition when he came back out? Did he tell you, I'm good to go?
He said, I'm good. He gave me a thumbs up. He said, I'm good. I said, that's good enough for me. Let's get him back out there. And Andy was ready, and Andy was warming up and ready to go out for that series. And, I got to commend, Denny Kellington and the training staff for getting that thing turned around quickly and making sure we did the right thing, and do the full evaluation in there to make sure that he was in the right place to go back out there, because he wanted to. But I was fired up. It was like, okay, let's go.
How are you feeling after today? You came in, you're out of breath. I don't know, you seem a little chill, but this is a big win for you guys.
I'm just really proud. I'm really proud. The challenge to the group last night is like this has to become your team. And I love this group. I love the physical nature that we play with. I'm proud of the effort I have been for over a year and a half now, the character of this group that just continues to fight, continues to play. And what we're waiting for is for these guys to take it, to take the will and to say, this is our team, coach, we got it. And I had a bunch of guys, coming out the locker room today say, we got this. And they're just, reaffirming. And even though the Falcons had a great first half and they made some plays in the second half too, obviously to, send it into overtime, this was a group that wasn't going to quit. And our guys just continue to step up and say, this is our team, let's go make this thing happen.
What kind of win does this?
Lost today too. It's you only half a game out. What's it mean for you personally to be in this position and for this team to be in this position this late in the season?
It's exactly the vision and the dream that I hope for this group, that if we play good complementary football for a long time, we'll put ourselves in position for the finish. And we're in that position right now. We got a lot of work and a bunch of great teams. And, for us, it's just the focus is 1 week at a time. And we're going to regroup. We're going to meet tomorrow, and then we're going to play the Niners on Monday night. But the focus has to be 1-0, but it's the hard work, it's the trust, it's the commitment that puts you in a position to have this opportunity.
Dave, on the 64-yarder to Tommy in
Yeah.
time, looked like he was Bryce's check down. Kind of take me through that play, what you saw.
Yeah, that's Bryce's last progression on the play, and he evaluated it and he got through his progressions. We got to give the offensive line credit for allowing him to take that second hitch and find Tommy late, and then Tommy just secured the ball and took off. And I'd love for him to just score on that one, so to get all the antics out of the way. But it was just guys being where they're supposed to be, when they're supposed to be there. And one of our basic, most core concepts that we've run a million times, the guys executed it well in a critical time, and that's what good football is about.
Dave, this is
What
three.
kind of win does this, what type, how do you feel about this kind of win, a division win towards the end of the season? What does this do for a young team like?
Absolutely. All of these division opponents, what I try to sell to the group weekly is every game is a championship opportunity. And no more so than when you're playing a division opponent on the road. And this is the type of environment that we have to be comfortable with to execute. And so for me, it gives me a chance to just circle back around and double down on the focus that every game needs to be approached with this kind of care, this kind of focus, and this kind of execution.
Dave, can you take us a little bit through the game plan? This is a Falcons team that gave up 323 rushing yards last week, but you find success through the air today. What went into that plan?
Yeah, just understanding that our run game has been a strong suit for us, and teams are making concessions for that, knowing that we have to be able to be a balanced attack, that if they're going to make it hard with loaded up boxes, crowded line of scrimmages, blitzes, those are all the things that we saw today. And we were able to find some windows and some completions, to complement that part of it. And, in the back of my mind, it's like, can we get a lead, get into our run game, and have this thing finish as a balanced thing? We weren't able to do that, so we had to throw it a little bit more to give ourselves a chance, and the guys came together and allowed us to execute that.
Last question from Scott. You had one?
You were out on one knee when Bryce was flat on his back with that first injury. Everyone looked very concerned. At that moment, can you describe it a little bit, and then did you really think at that point he's coming back in the game?
Well, you can't blink, and I know we have to go through the evaluation process. So for me, it was like, okay, let me go check on my guy. Well, first and foremost, I want to make sure he's in a good headspace, and depending on what the nature of the injury would be. So, my initial attention goes there, and then it just goes to, okay, Andy, here we go, get ready. And it happened on a third down, so there was a little bit of time to kind of talk that through. But certainly my concern for him personally, supersedes anything else. And then, of course, for the rest of the group, it's like, okay, here's where we're at now. Here's how we have to proceed forward if that's the case. But he was able to turn it around and get back out there.
Dave, what did that overtime session say about Tommy? And then Bryce got a lot of people involved in the passing game today. How gratifying was it to see that part of the game come to life?
It's really just my dream and vision for our group is you try to create a focal point. And T-Mac has been unbelievable in terms of how he's made himself available, dealing with different looks, different challenging coverages, and that's where everybody else gets opportunities and matchups. And Xavier had a couple of great plays where the matchup and the ball should have gone, and Bryce took advantage of those. And you love to see the tight ends getting involved, and Jalen making a couple of plays as well, because the field starts to tilt, when T-Mac plays as well as he has been. And then today just felt like a balanced deal where Bryce had options and different places to go.
Last question from Cassidy. Let Cassidy go to the last one.
Rico went over 1,000 scrimmage yards for the season today. I know you've got a full group
Yeah, just the spark, the attitude, the violence, all those things that really just enlivens the group. Guys blocking on the perimeter, guys blocking up front. The big screen at the end there's something that Rico has been kind of ribbing me on for weeks now. I don't mind telling you guys that. And they had a pressure look, and Rico executed it perfectly, and made it look like protection, and got down the field, and if he had white cleats on, might be a touchdown, So it was really close. They had to really look at it for a while there, but he gave us a chance to go right there in the red zone and battle on the next couple of plays. And unbelievable play by Bryce to scramble and find T-Mac, and then the 2-point play was huge, obviously, based on how the game played out. So just really proud of the way the guys finished.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
So we got to go this way.
Hello, hello. Good, good, good. Yeah, it's good. Finished the stuff. God is good. It was again able to go through it, and training staff did a great job. So.
Dave just mentioned to us how important that part of it for you, really gutting it out to be a part of this?
Yeah, it's part of our identity. Coach says it all the time. It's on the board everywhere we go. It's on the walls. It's finished. We embrace that. We embody that as a team, as a unit, individual groups, and as an individual. I'm super grateful. Everyone on that team gives their all. They put their bodies on the line. Their time, everything. So I want to make sure I can reciprocate that.
Bryce, as you were walking in, it looked like you kind of waved off the guy with the cart. Were you just not going to get on that thing? Or?
Yeah. Again, God bless me the ability to walk off. When I can, I will.
Bryce, you look like had the ankle heavily wrapped. Did you have to do much convincing to get back in that game?
A little bit. The training staff. Obviously, I trust them. Those are the guys with the degrees. So, was pushing a little bit, and then was able to pass all the checks or pass all the tests as quickly as I could, and able to get back there.
Bryce, the entire offense heard about the lack of vertical passing game and the lack of spreading the ball around as a play. You hit 9 different guys for passes. You threw for over 400 yards. What opened up that you guys were able to kind of play in a way this loose, especially with the run game not being
Yeah, just execution. Those guys did a great job of getting open, making the plays, making my job easy on the perimeter. O-line did a great job protecting, same with running backs. And coaches did a great job of calling stuff, setting that stuff up. Again, it's a team thing. Everyone had their part. Great scheme, great players, and then we're just able to execute. So grateful for that, and then enjoying it right now, and then we'll have to turn the page and work to do it again.
How can you consistently take advantage of this downfield offense that you guys seemingly awakened here?
Yeah, again, just being consistent and working to execution. We all know what we're capable of. We have the guys, and we know we also have to be balanced as well. The coaching staff today did a great job of giving us opportunities of scheming stuff up. Again, it's not one player, it's not one person, it's all of us. So credit goes to them, to the guys around me, and then we have to earn the right to be consistent at that.
As you're lying on the ground, so many momentum plays went against you last week. To stumble on the 4th and 1, to have the defense then get the stop, then drop, all those sort of moments that led up to it. Just how sort of does that typify what Dave wants from this team and you want?
Yeah, exactly. It's just resilience. We talk about it. Coach does a great job of setting that standard. No matter what, we're on to the next play. He talks about refocusing all the time. We have to refocus from good, from bad, from adversity, whatever it is. And I'm just so proud of this group. This group is so special at that. No matter what, everyone's excited for the next play. Everyone always has faith, believes in each other, and we're able to do that today. So that was great, and we have to continue to be resilient.
Bryce, when you're lying on the ground, what are you feeling outside of the intense pain and your helmet's off? What are you feeling at that moment where you're lying on the ground? Are you saying, not again? I'm going to come back? What are you thinking as you're lying on the ground? And would you say this is the most adversity you've overcome to win a game?
Yeah, pain's an accurate way to sum it up. Obviously you're just trying not to, look too far. You just getting through it. Coach staff was around, coach was around, all the guys are around. So you just breathe through the pain. That's all it is. You're just trying to push through it, get back up, and again, training staff did a great job. I was able to come back, get retaped, and again, regardless of what it is, I want to be out there with my guys. I want to be out there to play. I don't take this game for granted. The Lord's blessed me to be here, to have this opportunity, and any time that I am able to go, I always want to do that. So in the moment, you're just working through pain, just get up, walk off, and then after that, you're doing everything you can to get back on the field.
Can you take us through the Tommy play in overtime?
Yeah, that's Tommy making an amazing play, amazing effort. He was, third in progression, just for me putting the ball in play, giving guys like him a chance. And, when you can get through your progression and throw a 6-yard pass and it go for whatever, 40, 50, whatever it went, especially, 50 for it to win the game. That's a real luxury. So, you can't speak enough about the individual ever he had. Obviously, everyone goes into a play like that, but that obviously was huge for us.
Same question, Bryce, on the touchdown. When you're down 24-19, you scrambled to your left and found T-Mac. Were you improvising there, or what's going on that play?
Yeah, a good job of match stuff, and then just want to start the second play. We talk about that in our room a lot. When you're above the time clock, you start the second play. They preach that in the receiver room, and T-Mac did an amazing job of, understanding that, seeing and working. Watching him without, while I'm improvising, him finding a way to get lost and, getting the DB lost and finding a way back there. It's huge. And of course, O-line. You don't. If they don't protect the way they did, you don't have the opportunity to improvise, which, again, give them all the credit. So, again, just great execution. We have to keep it going.
Bryce, whether it's 9 guys catching passes, rookie kicker with his 3rd walk-off of the year, defense shutting down Drake and Bijan second half, what does it say about this team as a whole, and what did you learn about yourselves today?
Learn nothing. Again, we're resilient. We believe in each other. We trust each other. We're confident, but that confidence comes from the work we put in, from from the coaching staff, from the team, us just buying in. And again, this was a great win. Again, division opponent. That's always super important. And for 24 hours, we're gonna enjoy it. And then it's time to turn the page. We have to get ready for next week. No one's gonna care about what happened today. Next week, it doesn't matter. So, again, we all trust each other. We know the work we have to put in, and now on Monday we have to recommit to doing that, putting that work in during the week.
Bryce, understanding you're not about individual accolades, but today you passed Cam Newton for single game passing yardage. What does that mean, especially when talking about joining a guy or passing a guy like Cam?
Yeah, definitely an honor. I have so much respect for Cam, for all that he has accomplished, for the player he is, all the stuff, I have so much respect for him. So hearing that is definitely an honor. Again, you said it. You didn't want me to say it first, but I'm still going to repeat it. Individual award is not, that's not what I'm after. It doesn't mean anything. I'm grateful that we won. We had the most important stat today, and it was a win. That's all that matters. But again, being able to, be mentioned with Cam, with, a player of that caliber who I have so much respect for, it's definitely an honor.
Go ahead, you got a question, man?
Yes, going into the next game, Monday night, is there any more concerns about your leg, your ankle, or anything like that?
No. Again, it's quick, but if I can be out there, I want to be out there. Again, very blessed. God allowed me to go out there and finish today. So.
Bill, you have anything? Everybody good? All right, so you have something? Last one.
Going back to your days at Alabama, maybe even at modern day, you always had a knack for coming up in these clutch moments. So what is it about these moments, these last minute drives that just brings the best out of you?
Just faith. I guess I believe in the Lord. I know that everything's already written. So, I enjoy times like that to be able to go execute. I grew up, I'm sure most people did, in the backyard, being able to say, we have a 2-minute drive to win the game. We're able to go down and score with 0 seconds left, and I'm blessed enough to be able to do that in real life. So I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate being able to do it with this group, with a group that doesn't flinch, that embraces the moment. And, again, it's great right now. I'm super happy we won. We have to earn the right to continue to do that. So we'll refocus and get right for next week.
All right, thank you very
Appreciate you guys.